Hey y'all, I just got home from work and then I had to go buy some liquid vitamins, which by the way are very hard to find. Eventually found them at the vitamin shop, which I should have just gone there first because it's the vitamin shop. But CVS, Walgreens, all them places didn't have it. Anyway, I was over at a client's house and they were grilling out because it was at their house. I work with small business owners, and I was at their house going over some stuff. We're building them a website and that blah, blah, blah. Anyway, they were grilling hot dogs and cheeseburgers and had fried potatoes and all the wonderful things that I freaking love about grilling out. My mouth is watering. Stop it. So it was hard. But I said no. They offered it to me a umpteen billion times until I eventually said, I'm having surgery on Thursday and I'm not allowed to have that kind of food, so sorry. So yeah, that was really difficult. Now, something that I think makes it a little bit more hard and that I'm kind of upset about is I've only had a week between the time I found out that I had surgery to when I had to start the liquid diet. And half of that week, the last 3 days of it, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, I had to go to Dallas for a conference for work. So I was stuck at a hotel, didn't have a car, and the work was providing for all the food and all that kind of crap, whatever, because we were basically at the headquarters all day, all the 3 days until we flew in on Monday. Monday, I went to Olive Garden with my friend, and I was looking forward to the chicken gnocchi soup and, fettuccine alfredo and just a bunch of crap, food funerals. It was terrible. The service was terrible. The food was terrible. Everything was terrible. If you're in Dallas, stay away from the Olive Garden that's close to DFW Airport. Didn't enjoy the service was just horrible and the experience was horrible. So that was the first day. Bad. No good food. I was at the airport by 7 a.m. I had some overly priced breakfast sandwich at the airport. Nothing for lunch because I was flying. And then I had that horrible dinner. Tuesday I was at the conference all day. So breakfast there, which was eggs and bacon and stuff. I'm not a big breakfast person. Nothing really to write home about. And then lunch was this nasty chicken and rice with it just wasn't very good. And then dinner, they decided they were going to grill out, but it was raining, so they decided that they went ahead and grilled in instead. And the cheeseburgers, the hamburger meat was undercooked and it was raw. Not raw, but it was super pink and red. And when I was younger, I saw a documentary about E. coli, and I used to work in the service industry, and I know about all foodborne illnesses. So needless to say, my hamburger meat, I want it cooked. That thing should be cooked dead. Now, a good steak, I like a little bit medium rare. But hamburger meat, especially those hockey puck frozen burger patty cheap shit that they had, it was terrible. And then they had bratwurst, and those were undercooked too, and you do not want to eat undercooked freaking pork. So needless to say, I nibbled. And the macaroni and cheese was terrible too. So they had macaroni and cheese and potato salad. The potatoes were undercooked. Macaroni and cheese sucked. I grew up on a farm, okay? I grew up on a farm. I know how to make me some good homemade macaroni and cheese. And that was a poor attempt of it. So needless to say, day 2 sucked. Third day, that was another traveling day. So woke up, had breakfast there. They didn't even give us time for lunch. As soon as we were done at noon, they trucked us off to all the airports. And then I was stuck at the airport all day. I went to this superly overpriced place again for a lunch thing. It wasn't that good. It was oh no. That day I had a quiche. I had a piece of quiche. It was at a French place. That was actually pretty good. It was decent, but it wasn't much because I was flying and I don't like flying full. So then I got home at midnight And keep in mind, I had to start the liquid diet the next day, and I went to McDonald's. Whoop-de-doo. So the last 3 days of my liquid diet, I feel were wasted on crappy food. I wanted to enjoy and have some really good food funerals, and I didn't get it. And I've been good, and I haven't been cheating on my liquid diet, and God, it's been so freaking hard. Like, I think it's especially because I don't have, like, that last meal. So my suggestion to you is really think hard of what you want your last meals to be, and you do it. You go do it to it, because you're going to be on liquids for a month, and then purees and everything, and maybe I'm just making it out to be worse than it is just because I'm just craving the crap out of all that stuff. So get your food funerals in, and if you have already had your food funerals, what was your food funeral? Leave it in the comments. Let everybody know, because maybe you never know. Maybe they could get an idea and like, oh my God, I didn't even think about that. One thing that I wish that I would have had, and you're probably all going to be like, ew, White Castle. Ugh. I'm in Florida. There's no White Castle here. They have Crystals, but they're similar but kind of different. I don't even know where Crystals is around here, to be honest. But White Castle. When I lived up in Indiana, I used to go get me a 10-pack or a 6-pack or something. I'd down those things. Ugh. Ugh. Let me go drink my freaking protein shake. What was your food funeral?